Hi, everybody. Welcome to Meet the Mailers. I'm Paul Bobnak for Who's Mailing What, a direct mail 2.0 company. And today I'm talking with Christiana Trenum, Director of Business Development with Planet Direct Mail, which is headquartered in Manassas, Virginia. Now, before we get started, if you have any questions or feedback, please comment below. Show your support by tapping the like button. And to get notified of when we add new videos to the Who's Mailing What channel on YouTube, click on subscribe. Now let's meet the mailers. Hi, Christiana, welcome.
Hi, Paul. How's it going?
It's going pretty well today, thank you. So I thought we'd start out by talking about you and your background. You're a self-described direct marketing nerd, so I want
Yes.
to hear more about that and about how you got started in your career. What does your day-to-day role involve?
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. I've been in the business for 20 years now, which still is kind of crazy to me. But I actually started in a kind of a weird way. I had a marketing job where I did inside sales for a marketing company. And basically what this company did was set appointments for organizations that didn't have a sales team. So my I worked with several different accounts, but the one that I was the most successful with was the direct mail company. So it was a direct mail production company, a local one at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to set appointments for this organization. So I did that for, I believe it was about 6 months, almost exclusively for this one organization. And after about that period, I ended up getting hired on by them directly to be their sales team internally. So I was their inside sales appointment setter. And that's where the nerd comes in. I
Cool.
started seeing different things that I was like, this is kind of fun. I kind of like understanding a little bit more about a direct mail and about how everything works. And I asked them if I could take on a hybrid role that was balancing sales, the inside sales, and the production. And that kind of set the tone for my whole career. I've always kind of had a hybrid role where I was doing both. And I really enjoy both. I love people, I love meeting people, and I love understanding how things work. And so the different mail shops that I've worked for three different ones over my career, and they've all had different niches. And I really dug my heels in and learned as much as I could at each one of those places. And here I am. I continue to educate myself with different conferences, and I'm involved heavily with different organizations in the industry. And I just, I kind of joke that I tripped and fell into this career. Like it wasn't my intention to be necessarily in marketing, but once I was in it, I just loved it. So here I am 20 years later, and I am, as you said, I'm the director of business development for Planet Direct, and we are a full service direct mail company in Manassas, Virginia. And my day-to-day role involves looking for new business, also growing existing business, and just the overall sales and marketing strategy for our company. So I wear many hats, and I still have my foot in the production here. And every time we get new equipment or new capabilities, I love to be in on those meetings because I just love learning more about how we're expanding and how we're growing and what we can bring to the table for our clients.
Right, cool. Well, we'll get a little more into that in a little bit. Why don't we start off by talking about more broadly about Planet Direct? As a full service company, can you give like a rundown on all of your services? And and also think about, are there any particular verticals that you want to talk about as well that Planet Direct focuses on?
Absolutely. Yeah, happy to do that. We have a robust traditional offset department that includes envelope printing and forms. We also have full service digital services as well. So we do all the digital printing also for both envelopes and forms. And we have extensive bindery services and affixing services, which include membership cards, Post-it notes, and multi-stamping. And we can also do a lot of that personalization in line as well. We also have 12 high-speed inserters that can insert up to 10 by 13 envelopes. So those all are outfitted to handle complex matching, and we have both 6 and 9 pocket inserters. So all of them are high speed. One of our claims to fame is our high-speed flat insertion. So that's definitely one of our big things that we offer. All of our equipment is outfitted with camera systems to help us with the match, quality control, run speed, all of that sort of thing. So we're a highly automated operation over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
cool. Yeah, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. And you talk about some of the organizations that you're involved with, including DMAW, the Direct Marketing Association of Washington, and a heavy involvement in fundraising. Is that a area of focus for Planet Direct?
Yes, actually, most of our business has been in the nonprofit, advocacy, and also political spaces. So those are primary verticals that we service. We work with organizations directly, and we also work heavily in the agency space as well as their vendor partners.
Mm-hmm. And as far as services go that you offer that maybe your competitors don't, which ones would those be? I'm thinking of like congressional append, which I noticed on the website.
Yes, we do that. Yes, and that's why it's on our website. Yes, that's one of our main services that we offer. We also have significant proprietary automations built for our system. So that's one of our main things that we've focused on heavily. It helps us track projects in real time and allows us to check quality, monitor run rates, and also match if that's applicable, if we're doing a matching project. Some of the others, like I had mentioned earlier, all of our inserters are outfitted with with a camera system for matching. And with the camera system and everything, that is also on our laser equipment, on our offset equipment, that's throughout our plant. So that's a very big offering that we provide. We also have in-house envelope printing, both offset and digital, also with a large inventory of standard size envelopes. So we can do your number 10s, your 9x12s, number 9 BREs, you name the envelope of a standard size, we have them in stock and can jet them or run them digitally on our presses. We also have on-site PMS matching. So if you have a specific ink color, not metallic, but if you have a specific color, we don't necessarily have to order it. We usually can actually blend it and create it in-house for our offset presses. So that's something that not many of others in this area can do. We also have a large engineering department, and this has helped a lot with our efficiency. We have an in-house actual machine shop that can build parts. So if machines need routine maintenance or anything, we actually can fix it and quickly and be back up and running without skipping a beat.
Yeah, well, that's so helpful, just to avoid downtime, especially when you have so many campaigns that, need to get in the mail pretty quickly.
Time is money.
Yeah.
So we've learned that having that team has really helped us stay ahead of the curve when it comes to different procedures and different things in house. Also, our plant is fully climate controlled, so it's a very comfortable place to work as well.
Oh, awesome. Well, talking about that, I see that the company has really evolved from, an original 12,000 square foot facility at the beginning to the one you moved into in 2021 at 115,000 square feet. So how is this added to your capabilities?
It's really increased our throughput. Coming from just seeing the growth over the past 10 years has been incredible, but our throughput significantly increased so much that we've been doing our best to keep up with everything and explain to our clients and go over some of these new offerings and continue to educate them on what these new services are. But the biggest thing has been the increased capacity. We've added the digital printing. So we have a full color digital web now that is running constantly. That's been having that added capability has really maximized our business. It also gave us a larger area for staging. So we've been able to set up for projects way more efficiently. There's actually space to produce the work, be organized, be be mindful, be impactful with how we're actually outputting the projects.
Mhm. It's also improved, I'm sure, your efficiency as well.
Oh, significantly. Significantly. I mean, that goes back to some of the proprietary systems I was telling you about. Our team can literally watch our dashboards and everything from our computers. We don't have to run out to the floor or find a production manager. We can literally sit on our computers and be like, okay, no, your project's on track, everything's on time. It also allows us, if a project is running slower, to be ahead of it and actually say, okay, we need to maybe put another person on that equipment and make sure it's running. So we hit the schedules.
Right. Yeah. And avoid any bottlenecks that can come up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's got to be so helpful to clients knowing that, all that is in place. In listening to clients, what kinds of things are they saying that, are their biggest concerns right now?
Oh, goodness. Postage.
But where do you start, huh?
Postage.
Yeah.
Postage is just
Number one, two,
it's the
three.
biggest headache. I'm at a loss for everything that I'm watching happen in that area. But the biggest thing for the postage, definitely the postage increases are the most impactful, I think. A close second would be the supply costs are still rising, services costs are still rising. With those increases, we're still having to be creative with our clients and help them navigate these changes and navigate these increases. And that's where kind of the nerd hat comes in. It's been really, it's been a great challenge, in my opinion, to be able to sit at the table with our clients and help them navigate these changes and help them make efficient, cost-effective solutions to their problems. And some of those have been, converting a package to digital, different things like that, just to simplify the costs in those areas.
Right, right. Yeah, I know that's in a lot of people that I've talked to, postage is really just their number one top of mind challenge to deal with. And what kinds of things would you just suggest besides maybe switching out a mail package for something that's digital to help keep those costs under control?
Don't stop mailing. Mail
Right.
is still the best return on investment in that regard, even with these rising costs. So that's where being creative comes in. The biggest thing that I can recommend is incentives. The post office has created these incentives, and I know that they can be a hassle, but the more you know, the more effective you can be in those. So understand your incentive programs, work with your mailers, work with your team to really capitalize on those incentives and really maximize their use. 2025 is bringing some really big changes in those areas with additional incentives and revamping some of the existing incentives that we've been very familiar with. And so being ahead of the curve and being knowledgeable is the best way you can prepare yourself, prepare your clients, and that kind of thing. So I highly recommend just following those incentives. They're there for a reason. Just use them. The other things is, think outside the box. If a package is heavy, find some ways to simplify, reduce the size, components, different things like that. Just be open-minded and be creative, and don't box yourself in. Try to avoid that as much as possible.
I like that. I like that philosophy. That's a great way to go. Switching gears a little bit, talking about environmental sustainability. How important is that to Planet Direct? And is this a kind of an issue that you bring to your clients and partnering with them on their mail packages?
Sustainability is very important to us. Conservation is a very strong vertical for us. We work with a lot of clients that is their whole mission is conservation and sustainability. So for us, it's very important to produce in that manner and to make sure that we are providing solutions that are in line with that. So some of the different ways that we have really capitalized on that is all of our paper uses post-consumer waste. We recycle all of our graphic plates and inkjet cartridges. We also have a large vacuum. This is my favorite thing in our plant, to be honest.
So,
We have a large vacuum that actually is attached near the equipment that is running bindery. And it actually sucks everything out as it's producing. So we have a very clean plant, and everything is going all the waste is going directly into a recycle truck or into a recycle trailer. So we have that set up. We also have just little things like, climate control and large fans, things like that. It's been very, very important for our clients for us to show those sorts of initiatives. And so when we built this building, a lot of that went into it, and that was also part of us getting this property and all of that. We had to show sustainability and initiatives in that area. So it's very, very important to us, and it's very important to our clients, and we're really glad that we can present a solution to them that aligns with their values as well.
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, something I've discovered in talking to a lot of companies is that it's important to the clients, because they have that expectation that they're going to be sustainable solutions. And for, in the case of customers or donors, members, they're expecting that too out of the organizations or the companies that they join or purchase from as well.
Exactly. The standard is high. It's in everyone's best interest to meet it and exceed it.
Yep. So what trends do you see for direct mail marketing in the in the next year or so?
Well, the biggest thing we're seeing, and it's been interesting, we're seeing the job size. So let's say you're doing a mailing that was normally 40,000 only being 25 to 30,000. So we're seeing smaller jobs, but we're seeing more of those jobs. So I feel like more people are taking advantage of different methods and different different methods to produce their mail, and different techniques and different things. They're really going into the digital personalization and focusing on high variable, high color. I want to say a lot of it is 4-color personalization. So I'm really seeing more focus on more jobs. They're just smaller, and they're just being more we'll just say more intuitive as to what they're doing to make the package cohesive, impactful, but at a lower cost. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's more jobs, but they're smaller jobs.
More intentional.
Yeah, exactly. It's much more intentional mailing than it was previously, in my opinion.
Well, here's a question that I've just started asking people in the last few interviews I've done. What's one direct mail piece that you may have received recently that really made you stop and pay attention and even respond to? And why? Why is that?
Okay, asking a mailer that is fun because we actually read our mail.
Yeah, same here.
So yeah, nobody throws the mail away at or nobody recycles mail at my house. It's like, Christiana's got to see it first. So I have to be honest, the most fun one I saw actually used, it was a very basic package. I think it was maybe a number 12 envelope.
Okay.
But the insert, and it's a company that or an organization that normally does premiums, but I'd seen them start to cut back on those premiums. It's in animal welfare.
Okay.
In that vein. And this organization had included a coaster, and it was a summer themed coaster, just a thicker cardstock coaster that was recycled paper. And it was something cute, like, some summer chill or something. And as somebody that, loves sitting outside and loves entertaining and loves, everything about summer and all of that, it was so fun. I was like, this is great. And it couldn't have been a very expensive package. I don't know how big it was necessarily, but it was such a fun package. And that coaster is on my desk and I look at it every day. So I've had it for a few weeks now. And it's the most fun I've seen in a recent mail package.
Cool. Well,
it was fully machine insertable too. So it was really cool in that regard as well.
Right. Well, that's awesome. I mean, and I'm sure it aligns with the message of the organization too.
It does. It was just in line of, making sure you keep your pets cool and, it was important things like that. So obviously it's very important to me. I have 2 dogs. So you got my vote immediately with that.
Awesome. That's really great branding. I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I think that's a great place to wrap things up for today. Again, thank you for being here today. How can people contact you and Planet Direct to find out more about all of your solutions?
Absolutely. You can contact us. We have a website, www.planetdirectmail.com, and it's the logo.
Mhm.
And then you can also email me directly, and it's my first name, Christiana, at planetdirectmail.com. We are on LinkedIn. You're welcome to follow our company and follow myself. I love having, branded content and information for mailers as it comes out. You also, our phone number, if you want to call us, is 703-368-8474. My extension is 105. So yes, I'd love to hear from you. I love talking mail, and happy to meet with anybody.
Awesome. Great. Well, Christiana Trenum of Planet Direct Mail, thank you so much for being here with us on Meet the Mailers. And thank all of you out there for joining us today. Remember that your questions and feedback are always welcome. Tap those like and subscribe buttons as well. If you want to be highlighted in a future Meet the Mailers, please reach out to me. My contact info can be found in the paragraph below by tapping Show More. Thanks again for watching Meet the Mailers, and see you next time.